We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's tackled.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45. Before being tackled.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucks have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning balls turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
3-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go. Right there.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gun now on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
45.
The throw over the middle taken in. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
He's got daylight past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucks get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shut up. 53. Check.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
33-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind spot.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring it It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Giants 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Ain't here like I ain't that savage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looking to throw. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They get it to him running left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 28, Buccaneers 21. Tucker.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now they try the right side here. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Bucks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Giants' 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
That will tie the game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Tackle made at the 20.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Buccaneers.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Second and 11. Over the middle to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Back to throw again. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Leonard Fournette. No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Giants 28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They're going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
But so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Here's Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bucks defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a two-score game. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
35-35. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Now the 2nd down throw on target.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Second and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Bucks try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. And the Bills have wound up winning that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the run, it's Barkley. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bucks try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, he stays up. flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
36, 36. 45, 45. Mike, 45. I know he ain't got it.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Rip right. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
In overtime, today's
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to